Everyone, it's Humayoon Kakar with a new video. The topic of the day is object inside grammar. What is basically object? Object literally means any non-living thing. When we talk about object in literal sense, it gives the meaning of non-living thing. For example, if I say marker, marker is an object through which we could write. We could say knife, knife is an object through which we cut, and chair is an object on which we sit, and etc. So basically when we talk about the word object, object means non-living thing. And it gives one more meaning, like a very famous and very prominent question is asked every time by everyone from every person. That is, what is the object of your life? What does it mean? It basically means what is the aim of your life. So object gives one more meaning, that is aim. Now when we come to the definition of object inside grammar, we should know one word, that is entity. What does entity mean? Entity basically means anything that is living or non-living. Means when we talk about the word entity, we say anything that is living or non-living, that is visible or invisible. So it's not important to be non-living only, and it's not important to be living only. So when we talk about object, object is basically what? Entity. For the first, it is clear that it could be living thing, it could be non-living thing. Now let's come to its definition inside grammar. When we talk about object, we can define it as the aim of the sentence or entity which is affected by verb or subject. It is called object. There we have focused two things. One is the aim of the sentence, means it should be aim. Secondly, it should be affected by what? Object should receive affection from subject and verb in a specific sentence. Now let's come to an example so then you could understand it more easily. Like for example, if I say he plays cricket. Now what is object in this sentence? That is cricket. See, the aim of playing is cricket. The aim of he is also cricket. And of course cricket is receiving effect from both of them, because if he's a good player and if he does not play cricket, definitely cricket would receive effect from him. And of course if we come to the word play, play is specifically used for games. So if we say cricket, and there we should use play, and cricket is receiving effect from play, because if we do not use the word play for cricket, so cricket will not be called game at all. Therefore cricket is receiving effect from play as well. So we will nominate it as object of the sentence. Now if we come to one more example, that is he goes to school. What is object here? Of course, you people might think that school is object, but it is not object at all. Now the question comes in your mind, of course it comes in your mind, that if why school is not object actually. The reason is that when we talk about this statement, he goes to school, school is not receiving any effect from him nor from verb go. Like how? For example, if it is building of a school, and if a person is going to this building every day, and one day this person does not go, what effect come to this building? Nothing. For example, very simple example we could say, like we go to school generally, we go to school daily, university, we go to university, college, school, madrasa, in different places daily. And on Saturday and Sunday it's our off, so we do not go there. Do we see any effect on that building? Do we see any effect on school? Do we see any effect on the building of university? Nothing. It remains same. It means that it does not receive any object, so any effect, so it is not object then. If it does not receive any effect from subject or verb, then it is not object at all. Now when we come to one more example, like the same school would be used there, like we say, he breaks school. Now if you see the statement here, school is definitely object. How? Like, why it is object? The reason is that it is the aim of breaks, and also he, and it is receiving effect from breaks. Now if he breaks the school, definitely school would get destroyed. Definitely it is the object. So when we talk about object inside grammar in particular, we should know that there should be two things related to object inside one sentence. First, it should be aim of the sentence, or it should be aim of the subject and verb. Secondly, it should receive effect from a subject or verb. If it does not receive any effect, then it should be aim. If it is neither aim nor receiving effect, then it is not object at all. Is that clear? Of course it would be clear. We'll be discussing its types in next video. For the time being, do subscribe the channel Humayoon Kakar. Don't forget in sharing with friends, because if you have learned something new, you should share with your friends, with your all knowers, because sharing is caring. For the time being, Allah Hafiz.